here, president of INO.com and co-creator of MarketClub, with your video market update for Wednesday, the 13th of March. Well, the big news today was the Facebook and Netflix alliance. They want to learn more about you. And actually, on the face of it, it's not a bad idea. Certainly, if you like Netflix and you like the movies. Oftentimes, you hear people telling you, friends of yours telling you what movies they like and would like to watch. Well, we'll be looking at Netflix and Facebook today, and the winner today, of course, is Netflix, doing very, very well. It's up, you can see, 6.48%. You know, we've been long Netflix since December 4th, and that was around $84, and we'll show you that on the chart today. So let's start with the S&P 500. Again, strong trends. The trend continues. We saw a little bit of a pause yesterday, which we said on the 7th day. Even God rested. Well, the market rested yesterday. But providing the Fed continues to pump in money, we're going to see this market go higher. And I think that's the strong message that we have to take away on this. Let's take that away. I want to put my parabolics right here like that. These are going to catch up very rapidly, so you'll be able to move your stops up on this position. But we've been long this market. You can see back here, kicked in at 1470. We like the trend. We are looking for 1550, 1560. We're there right now, but we may see this market go sideways before it resumes its upward trend. But we like the trend in this market. On the Dow, which has been really the leader in this whole pack, it continues to move higher, and today is no exception. So plus 100, the trend is your friend. Everybody is waiting for a pullback, and yes, we will see a pullback from some point in time, but not quite yet. So let's move on to our next market, and that's the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, which is largely influenced by Apple, which we talked about before, is in an uptrend. You can see it's plus 100. So all the indices are doing very, very well. Now we want to look at individual stocks, and that's one of the key things to look at MarketClub using our trade triangles, which are right here. They can use them. We'll show you those in just a moment. So let's go to our next market, which is crude oil. This is April crude oil. And you can see that sort of got up to, did very well earlier today, came back. It's a little lower on the day, but certainly you can see that's the midpoint of the Donchian trade channel, which is not an unusual thing for a market to come down to the midpoint of a trade channel. You can see it quite often in examples throughout the markets. So we're back here. We've sort of reached up here. I think we're challenging. We're going to go sideways here for a while, but the triangle you want to watch is the intermediate weekly trade triangle, which is still red. That's giving us the sideways action. Once this turns green, which I believe it will, match the weekly, the daily and the monthly, you're off to the races. You want to be long this market. I think we're going to see this market go higher. So moving on to gold, much the same pattern here. Remember, minus 65 is a trading range, and you can see just based on the current action here in gold, it's sort of just really going sideways. So you've got the parameters on the upside, 1620 right here. And you get the parameters on the downside around 1560. So that's the trading range you're in right now. And I think on a longer term basis, those trends are obviously 1550 to 1800, which is around here. But let's see how this plays out. But generally speaking, the market's beginning to build that base, the energy field that we like, and we'll have to see how that plays out in the weeks to come. So let's just clear the screen and go to our next market. And the next market we're looking at is going to be hang on, gotta clear the screen. Didn't clear the screen, my fault. Is the euro against the dollar, and the euro against the dollar slipped below the 130 level again. Sort of, you see this sort of oversold condition. Certainly the weekly and the daily trends are down. Only the monthly is in place, and that could change very, very quickly. And I think that's the thing you want to watch in this market. And I think if we see, we're looking at probably if we go below the 128.80 level, that'll change the monthly. So I think right now we're sort of a little bit oversold, but not to say we can't go lower, but this is not a good close. If we close down here, borrowing costs in Italy are going up. There's still a concern for Italy and Spain with Berlusconi in the hospital. There's all kinds of problems over in Europe, and that's probably reflecting in today's action. So let's go to our next market. This is Facebook. Facebook made the alliance today with, or announced the alliance today with NetFlix. Now you can see Facebook is actually down approximately 2.5%, so it didn't work out too well for them. But generally speaking, the longer term trend, the monthly is up, the weekly and the daily down. So it's a little bit negative. Looking for this market to regroup right around the 26 level, 2650 level. So let's see how that plays out. But the big beneficiary of this alliance was, of course, NetFlix, which we've been bullish on. You can see there's the monthly kicked into 84.95 on December 4th. Nice strong trend, nice regrouping here, and boom, we're off to the races. We're up today 6.5%, which is terrific. We see the stock going to 200, as you said before. When I was on BNN TV, we talked about this, and also on CNBC and also on Bloomberg. So we're very positive on NetFlix. We think they've got the right model at the right time, and they are the leader in this space. So let's go to our next market. This is Spectrum Pharmaceuticals, and Spectrum Pharmaceuticals joined the bull camp today. The bear camp. Big drop in the stock today. Their cancer treatment was disallowed, and that's obviously formed a real problem for this market. So moving on to our next stop, which is Allscripts, which is MDRX. This is a bull market. You can see the monthly kick in right there at 12.95. It's 13.37. It's looking good. And this market is going to challenge the highs that we see right back here around the 14 level. And if we go max this out, you can see it still has some way to go. So if it goes over 14, let's just specify this very clearly so we get a very clean looking chart. So we're going to go take our trade triangles off, just go to a very simple line chart. This is the pattern we keep referring to. We've showed you this a lot in the past and how it keeps recurring. And here's the pattern. So you have a bottom here, a bottom here. So a double bottom and what we call a pivot point. So that's there. So you measure from this level here, let's say around 9 to, let's say, around 14. That's $5. You add $5 to 14, takes you up to $19, which is right here. So you could be targeting these areas here, which has definitely been a problem for the stock in the past. So I think the stock could actually do better. And certainly if it closes over 14, I think you want to be long this stock, because that would be a very strong sign. But right now, all of our trade triangles are positive, and it looks like it wants to go high. So the symbol is MDRX, and you can see with our trade triangles, boom, plus 100, strong trend, and it's caught some nice moves in the past. Right here you can see, and right here and right here. So don't just rub this off and say it's not going to be a good signal. I think it could be a very good signal, because the previous signal was not good. So let's see how that plays out. But remember, 14 over 14, it's going to begin to accelerate to the upside. Hey, I'm Adam Hewison from MarketClub. Thanks for stopping by. Every success trading today, and I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a great trading day, everyone.